Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Throwing is Rodgers. Throwing quickly here is got Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff,
James Cook, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Broncos 0. Brandon McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
You look at this Packers defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Cook up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Now Cunningham. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league. And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Check smash, check smash. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Cunningham to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's got his man Sharp complete.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Throwing now is Rodgers. Jalen Waddle. And all the way down to the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now Rodgers. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's caught at the 2.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Hey, check 26. 158.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Now McManus for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Packers 21, Broncos nothing. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Trap 60, trap 60. Come on, come on.
Now Cunningham. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They're going to try and throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. To throw is Rodgers. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
That'll be complete to Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
First down, Green Bay.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block.
And again, it's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers continue to pull away here this first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Broncos nothing.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Okay, ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Ready.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
38-yard line.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready.
They'll go to Barkley again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. 2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape.
Here we go. Stack. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18. And we're going to do 18. Right here.
Here's Cunningham. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Ready up.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Cougar 19.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Cunningham. Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Okay, break.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. There he goes, left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Saquon Barkley. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he'll throw right away. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Green Bay.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
That's taken in by Kraft. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Now Rodgers. And he's got it. Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Broncos 7. Brendan McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
It's Barkley on the counter. And not a whole lot of room to operate there in the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Ready, right?
Here's Cunningham from the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Looking to throw. Cunningham. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Broncos 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers going to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
Second and 10.
Hey, 88. Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers again now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. McManus's point after is good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Broncos 14. Brendan McManus to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Ready? 19.
Cunningham looking to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
A final shot before break. Cunningham. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And his throw here is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Yeah. Ready.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. The 71 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he is out of bounds as they'll start past the 30.
The 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rodgers to throw once more. And the ball is knocked out.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And
these guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Dragon 60.
Following the fumble recovery, Cunningham.
He finds Saquon Barkley on the slant.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd.
Now an audible here into something else.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, for the first down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
18, pioneer. Steady.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Down the sideline he goes.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for two. Now they send the tight end in motion left. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
Packers 48, Broncos 20. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green
After the
Bay.
touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready, ready?
Now Cunningham. It's caught. Smith. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 68 yards.
And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick.
The score, Packers 48, Broncos 26.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive? It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 50 yards.
On the play. And the Packers first down.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
That's the score. Packers 55, Broncos 26. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Come on.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Ready.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver.
Ready.
Barkley inside handoff.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Got it. Ready. 18. Find it. Ready.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at the 35-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Now he's going to step up and run. Short throw. He's got Kraft.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism.
Great pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You got the lead, just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Viking 18.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
A play fake. Now Cunningham.
He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball. And
there he goes, left side.
He's on his way.
And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line.
111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So close, couldn't get all the way and knocking on the doorstep down to the one. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Hey, 88, blue 58.
In motion left, the tight end. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point from McManus is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ready.
Running left, it's Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Handoff to Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go.
Cunningham to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Broncos 32.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block. No. Go to 50.
Rodgers now to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
First down, Green Bay.
Rodgers throwing here. Going up top. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Cunningham. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Short throw, he's got Kraft. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Rodgers looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now what a first down pickup of 8.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Jump out!
And again, it's Rodgers. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions from that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because Someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
To throw is Rodgers.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Rodgers will throw for it. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He's to the 15, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight, and that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. That one looks like he'll throw here. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense